Nick, oh.
Yes, man.
That was a good session of playing Spyro the Dragon. Bet you thought I was going to say something else, but you'd be wrong.
Like, fucking... like, that was a good session. Fucking, you know what I mean?
Nick, that was a good session of you putting yourself in and out of me. That sounds wrong. I mean, it is supposed to sound wrong, but that sounds extra... It sounds extra bad.
Yeah.
I dropped my pretzel.
Shit.
I'm gonna retrieve it. Don't let him talk shit about me.
Shit. Steven is shit.
I got it.
Ooh, how'd you drop it over there?
I don't know. Because I had my hand over the rim.
He dropped it, like, all the way across the room. It's like he threw it. It's like he threw it over there.
I was lounging, and I had it in my other hand, and I dropped it. Like, way... I had it like this. I was like...
I get it. He's got one really long stretch arm.
Yeah, I'm like... Do you remember those toys, Bendos? Did you have any of those?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like a Bendo. Except for Bendos couldn't stretch, they just bent.
Yeah, they just bent.
Yeah, they were...
Dude, they were just little bendy boys.
Fucking Bendos, dude. Bendos were great. I had like 30,000 Bendos.
I had some, like, Power Rangers things like that.
What?
Yeah, dude. I still have them.
Do you want to talk about your favorite toys ever from your childhood?
Hell yes.
Yeah, tell me like what, like, you give it a good think and then tell me like what your favorite of all toys
So, first of all, I don't know if I have like a favorite toy of all time.
Tell me like some of the ones you liked a lot.
Yeah, like, dude, I could literally, I have a, is it in the drawer down there? I think it is. I've got a drawer.
Dude, you want to play with it?
No, sure, dude, but what I'm saying is, I have a drawer down there that's literally filled with all of my childhood toys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I just haven't done anything with them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna get rid of them. Fuck that. They're for my kids and shit. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be playing with the same shitty-ass toys I did. No, not shitty-ass toys. Huh, fucking awesome toys! What? So I played with two kinds of toys a lot when I was a good boy.
A good boy?
Yeah.
But now I'm a bad boy.
Yeah, when I was a little boy.
Now I play with Hot Wheels.
And that was, I played with a assload of Bionicles.
Hey, me too.
And I played with an assload of Power Ranger toys. And
Things
so...
have not changed.
Yeah, and so, dude, I don't know how...
Look at them, they're like...
Past those guys. Yeah, they're like... I don't go. Bucktooth motherfucker. But
that sounded so serious.
the two kinds of Power Ranger toys that I played with primarily were the action figures and the like prop weapons.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I used to get those prop weapons and shit that lit up and had the lights and the sounds and everything. And,
yeah.
Oh boy, that was just some good times. But I also used to take like the action figures and pretend to like fight crime and shit with them,
dude.
you know. But I think I preferred playing with the Bionicles because the thing I used to do with Bionicles is I used to take the and make like stories with them, you know.
Yeah.
So like what I would do is I was a weird kid maybe. But
I doubt it. I bet I got some stuff to say.
Well,
too.
I mean, you can also be weird. I'm just saying. I feel like
no, your weirdness isn't valid.
Most kids nowadays probably, if they got their hands on Bionicles, they would go, "Oh, fuck you, Onua! Oh, fuck you, Golly!" And then they'd like smash them together or whatever. I'd say fuck that to that Bionicle story. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't dislike the Bionicle story, but
first of all, the Toa didn't fight each other.
Yeah, I know. That's
what
I'm saying.
They fought the Rocky.
I would like
in
make my own.
1.
I would like take all of my own, and actually, they didn't fight the Rahi. First, they fought the Baraka.
No, the first thing they fought was the Rahi that Makuta transformed.
What? No, the Rahi weren't the Rahi. No, yeah, no,
yes,
wait.
Yes.
Or no, wait. Are the Baraka the?
No. Okay. Here, let me.
What are the lizard guys?
Those are the fucking. I'll figure out their name in a sec.
Because I have.
I know what you're talking about.
I thought that's what the Rahi was.
No.
So the ball things. That's the first thing they fought.
In the ball
things.
No.
Yes, it is.
Those were the second things they fought.
No, it wasn't.
Listen to me, Nick. I actually know what I'm talking about. In the very first, like when the first wave of Bionicles first came out. For the first year 1 of Bionicle, the only thing they fought were the monsters and the creatures of Madanui Island that Makuta transformed into evil creatures. And so the monsters and just the creatures on the island are called Rahi. But Makuta transformed them, and so that's why the first enemies.
You couldn't buy those, dude.
You could buy a couple. You could buy the big scorpion one that had the. Did you see that one? This was like early. This was like
dude,
the
I have
very
no
first
fucking
wave.
clue what you're talking about.
And then after,
I do not believe you, but I'm just gonna.
I'm telling the truth.
I'm just gonna pretend like I do.
And then after,
after
them,
you're gonna get all,
listen to me.
You're gonna hit me and
then
stuff.
they fought. Then they fought the Borok. The Borok. And then they turned into the Toa Nuva. And then they got the silver armor, and then they fought the fucking whatever guys. I forgot their name.
Fuck.
And then they went back in time and turned into the Toa Metru, and they went to the inside of Metru Nui and went to Metru Nui.
They went to Metro School,
and then they fucking became metrosexuals. I don't know what they did.
Metro.
I honestly forgot at that point.
But so I would just like make a lot of my own Bionicles out of the pieces and stuff. And then I would take and just make my own stories, you know. I'd be like, my name is Rygar, and I'm gonna go save the world or whatever.
I would do that too.
Like, it was just, a lot of stuff like that. Like, and I would, I remember I would listen to a lot of like music while I was doing it, and I was like,
oh really?
I would always like for big battles and shit.
Music
like
would
that.
you listen to?
I remember listening to Dragon Force one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, but how young were you when you did this?
I mean, dude, here's the thing. I did this all the way through, like, middle school.
Really?
Yeah, like, I'm not even joking. Because to me, once we got into middle school and stuff, and I was, like, 10 years old and shit, I sort of thought of it as, like, a really good way to write stories, you know? Because I could, like, act it out with the characters and shit.
Yeah.
I also used to do this thing that is definitely going to make me sound like a fucking
oh god. I would jerk off onto
yeah, exactly.
onto them.
No, I would
fucking love it.
I would go out into my backyard. You might actually remember this.
What?
I would go out into my backyard and with like sticks and prop swords and shit like that. And I would like make stories up there. Like I would act it out as if like, it was a movie.
I would do that up until like fucking 15, dude.
Dude, I know, dude.
I could still do that.
That's what I'm saying is the last time I did it was actually in high school. I did it with Zane one time.
Yeah.
I was like saying, here's this thing that I used to do, and he's like, you're a fucking weirdo. And I'm like, nah, dude, it's great. And he's like, I'm not saying it's not great. I'm just saying it's fucking weird. But we used to like anybody who was with me, it was primarily by myself, but I used to take like lightsabers and shit, and I would just like act out things as if it was like a movie.
I wish I could still do that.
Dude, I could still do that.
And not be seen as weird, because like
Dude,
okay.
Let's go do it.
Okay, totally original. No, I was gonna say I was really into Bionicles as a kid too, yeah. But probably the biggest thing I was into was Star Wars action figures.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, I remember
a shit ton of those. And yeah, actually, it's funny that you mentioned that, because the biggest vehicle thing I ever bought for the figures was that huge ATTE tank.
Yeah.
And I think that was the last one I ever bought, and so that marked the end of like me buying Star Wars figures. But I bought that in like 2008.
Really?
So I was like 13. I think that was when I stopped playing. And like, fuck, dude, I would go outside. I would fucking pretend to have I would have a lightsaber. I'd fucking swing that shit around.
Yeah,
I'd pretend to have a blaster. I'd go ham on that shit.
Exactly.
I remember one time there was, I forgot who I did it with. It might have been with Zane, but it also might have been with Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Where like we were so into Star Wars that we got a camera, and we were like, dude, I've got like Halloween costumes, I've got lightsabers, I've just got stuff like this. Let's make our own Star Wars story.
Oh, sweet.
And no joke, we actually had written like a decent amount of it, and I'm just gonna say it right now, and it was a continuation of after Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
I liked it better than Force Awakens.
Oh shit, dude.
You know who the main enemy was?
Who?
Actually, Totally Original fans can go ahead and fucking check this out. Go back to our Halloween episodes, the Totally Original Spookfest.
Yeah.
And the silver skull mask that Nick is wearing. Oh. That was the Sith. Except for he had a big black robe and just a cool-ass silver skull mask and a red lightsaber. Dude. And that was this main Sith Lord enemy. So, yeah, there's some inside cool lore.
That's pretty cool.
We actually recorded a little bit of it. It was absolutely terrible. It was just like us fighting in the backyard with lightsabers, but yeah, we recorded it on a shitty camera. It was cool.
That's fucking cool.
I wonder if I could ever find that, but yeah.
Dude, I gotta take those guys out with the, like, super flame breath. Or just die. But that, I actually, do you remember when we, had actually this might be a conversation for the next episode. So you know what?
All right,
left you on a little cliffhanger, boys.
Oh boy. Except for it sucks for them because they have to wait until the next Spyro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they can't just wait till our next other episode.
Yeah, they can't just wait until.
Sorry, boys
tomorrow.
and girls, you gotta wait.
But so tell us down in the comments below, what your favorite toy was as a kid, and if you if you played with Bionicles or not. Tell us all the weird shit that you I mean, maybe not do that actually.
You know what? Just spill all your secrets. Tell us about the first time you made ejaculate.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then next time on Totally Original Let's Play, we will talk about the things, the movies. Fuck. Oh god.
The what?
That's what we're gonna talk about.
The things the movies. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, tune in.
Click on the left to watch the next video in this series once it's uploaded.
Click on the right to watch another game that we played if you like this.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so that you get notified when we upload new videos.
And I told you, no, please.